This is an Adventures in Middle-Earth actual play using Fantasy Grounds. You can find session summaries, items and characters on World Anvil, where our campaign is called In the Shadow of the Mountains. You'll find links to that and our other forms of media for our sessions, as well as an index of this episode in the description. This episode has jump cuts to keep the runtime down. Previously, with Byrgol's help, the imposing Dwimmerhorn has been found. Much more than a tower, it was a collection of several stone buildings atop a steep hill. Clambering up an old goat track, Sigmarr was able to make some initial observations and report back. This threat was too much for Amalfrida, who left during the night to warn and help defend her people. Fortunately, a Dunadan ranger called Arahad was also in the area and pledged to help the companions explore the orc-filled complex. Following the same path the next morning, the whole group got as far as the walls, which everyone, except Monin, climbed over. Scouting the various buildings all went well until Sigmarr looked inside the temple. Making plans within were a large orc, human, and, lying on the floor between them, an ancient withered black-robed corpse. With pale skin drawn tight over the bones, its unmoving head featureless but for a gleam in its eye sockets. Also in the temple was a coffin-sized casket reinforced with iron bands displaying an oversized length of chain, each black metal link the size of a human head. The luminescence seemed to radiate from the chain itself and most likely the source of the green glow observed on previous nights. A sixth sense Sigmarr didn't know he possessed saves him from detection as he ducks out of sight as the spirit eyes turn to the upper window, and he and Arahad retreat behind the keep walls. Seconds later, as they are whispering their plans to escape the Dwimmerhorn, a shadowy figure that Hathus recognizes the spirit Irimë spent a long night battling last year, slithers around the corner of the keep towards them. The spirit hisses a word in the Black Speech of Mordor, then vanishes. A moment later, the Orc-horns blow.
What do you do? Everyone roll initiative, and that would be the order you're acting in. Nice initiative roll, Monin. Monin's come alive.
Time to die.
Monin's standing on the wall with a big axe in his hand, a big hammer in his hand. Sorry. Okay, so Monin, you get to react first. You hear this. You don't know what the words were, but it just sent a shiver down your spine, and you can then hear Orc-horns blowing from the gate. You can hear sounds of tables getting turned over and chairs flung about in the barrack house. All sorts of things are kicking off.
Okay, he'll run. He'll run forward to the wall, so he can help people up and over the wall as they get to it.
Okay, so yeah, just move yourself along the wall to where you want to be.
Yep, done.
Gotcha. Thanks.
And just wait there, and anybody coming along, he'll hoist up.
Sorry, I'll move. You guys are all there when you saw that black creature come around. So you see Monin run overhead. He's kind of reaching down. Come up here, lads.
Might be time for the bag. You never know.
All right, you are up on the wall. Who's next? It is Hathus. So you see Monin's like grasping hand coming down, and he's got fear in his eyes, but not as much as the fear you've got in yours from what you've just seen. You may be muted, Hathus.
You are muted.
That was so good as well. It was just the best bit of role-playing ever, and now I've lost it. Now I'm going over that wall as quickly as possible, and I've whispered to the others and sort of hiss, "Oh, fly, you fools!" So I'm going over that wall, lickety-split, John.
Okay, give me a...
And Monin, help me. Can he assist me? If he's
absolutely. So give a strength athletics check at advantage. It's pretty easy as well.
For some reason the weather came up then. Strength athletics.
Oh, I haven't.
What did you mention the weather for?
Weather check today. I see. Whispers fly, you fools. Okay, so Hathus, you get over. So I'll basically say you've got a kind of chain of people leaping over. So next up was Sigmarr. You can make a strength athletics check at advantage as well.
Yeah, why not?
Okay, up and over, almost like pole vaulted straight out, easy. And then last but not least, Arahad, give me a strength athletic check at advantage.
That's in the open, yeah?
Yeah, you can do it in the open, don't mind. It's only for things like perception. Nice effort all round. So, Arahad, you leap, embarrassed about falling over the wall last time. clear it by a foot to spare, land nimbly like a mountain goat the far side, already sprinting off down the hill. Orc-horns are blowing louder now.
So this item you've got, is it maybe indicating it might be a good time to use it? Do you think?
Oh yeah.
By the fact it's vibrating and.
That's more of a dwarven battle horn rather than Orc-horn, isn't it?
Sounds like didgeridoo music.
Let's take a didgeridoo. Can you see what it is yet? Child molestation.
Right. Okay. You are over. I'm not telling you whether you should use it or not. That's completely up to
Why
you.
the hell wouldn't we? Yeah,
Yeah.
I would just say lob it.
No, let's keep it till we need it. Yes.
I think
no,
we need it.
I play so many games like that, whereas at the end of the game, when I go, I've got 400 of these health potions. Whatever, use them.
Arrows of slaying. What use are they?
yes, I shall whip my sack out.
I got Arahad catching his longsword. You getting your sack out?
Pouch is opened. It seems empty, and the warmth disperses. Within minutes, a tremendous thunderstorm appears.
Okay, so you kind of leave the bag up on the hillside. You got a sense, Sigmarr, that the only reason you were spotted was because that you don't even know what it was, white or whatever that spirit was, detected that bag, and that
Yeah, I think it's sense the magic.
vibrate.
Yeah.
Before we open this, the
Weird
orcs
elven magic.
don't like sunshine, and if we bring a storm in, that means there's no sun.
Can we bring a heat wave?
Well,
That's bad weather, isn't it?
Yeah, maybe it's not such a good idea.
I've done it anyway.
Yeah, it's already happened. You can't rewind.
cat-
So,
It's out of the bag. Cat 5 is out of the bag.
okay.
I've wanted to use it for ages. I can't imagine a better time.
Yeah.
That will happen.
Did you open the bag, Sigmarr?
Yeah.
The storm is out of the bag. Okay, so you hear a big hue and cry going up inside. There's a bit of confusion. Fortunately, other than everyone heard intruders and there's a lot of shit happening, there's a bit of confusion going on in the keep. You think no one's pouring over the wall. Don't know where the intruders are. Looks like there's a lot of investigation going on, and you can hear things running around and people running into things and stuff as you start descending the goat track. So how are you going down the path down the hill? You saw how steep it is. It's a pretty steep hill.
Stealthily.
Well, as fast as possible, but with care.
So you want the best of both worlds. You're doing a Limper Christie sprint down there, but really, really stealthily. Okay.
No, actually, probably no. Stealthily is the right way, given they don't know which way we've gone, isn't it?
All right.
As soon as we're spotted, then we leg it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone, give me a stealth check. Unfortunately, you've still got your armor on, Monin, so that's a disadvantage for you. Well, it will be if you've put your armor back on. So.
Tower or open, John?
So anything like stealth is tower. Sorry, yeah. Anything where you would know the result of successful failure, you can do in the open. Otherwise, you wouldn't. Oh dear.
Was that the storm bag? Or that
was a gasp. So, Hathus, everyone's going pretty stealthily. Even Monin's avoiding particularly gravelly sections with drops and stuff after them. You're more focused on him, and suddenly you find, whoa, your legs go out from under you, land on your ass. You slide about 15 feet down the thing before you manage to grasp something again. What do you want to do? Immediate reaction to that. You see Hathus slide, makes a noise. What's everyone do?
Grab him.
Yeah, help him recover if I'm nearby.
Okay, give me a dex check to see if you can grab him and avoid him sliding too far. Let's say he's just started to slide. Monin, you don't need to actually, Aaron. Monin, you cat-like reflexes of the dwarves that you lash out an arm, a burly, muscly arm, grab him by the elbow, which is the opposite in terms of bony and scrawny, and stop Hathus sliding down the hill. He only goes maybe 5 feet, kind of slides around you, and you grab him and stop him. There is enough tumbling gravel and shale to have made a bit of a noise, though. What do you do now? You've stopped him sliding, but the noise is still there.
Meow.
Love it. Has the storm bag done anything?
Not yet.
Oh, it's probably delayed
It
fuse.
takes minutes. It takes minutes for a storm. Yeah, you can feel the air feels more dense, and you can feel almost like the pressure's rising as
Building.
if a storm's
Love it.
coming.
That'll
Yeah.
do. That'll do. We can either freeze and hide, or we can keep going and just put some distance out.
Maybe
We know
keep,
we're heading towards our tracks, our traps, etc., don't we, as well?
yeah, maybe try and keep the same stealthy pace, and if we hear cries of alarm, then maybe pick up then.
Yeah.
So I think
Okay.
we're going to keep going rather than freeze. I think that says, isn't it?
Yeah, you can see movement on the walls now, all around. Lots of them. Shit! You can see archers on the walls now, and you can see them scanning, but you can see the big orc that you saw earlier it seemed to have any problem looking, and suddenly he points to where you are. You're about 200 or 300 yards down the cliff face by now. It's like a couple of minutes after you went over the wall, and probably about 100 yards down, and you can suddenly see he's pointing, and there's a lot of orc bows trained your way. What do you do? They're looking like they're all struggling to see you, but he's screaming and shouting at the top of his lungs. Yeah.
Can you shoot him from there, Sigmarr, or shall we keep going to put some increased distance? Because if we hide, we're just pinned down forever, aren't we?
I can shoot at him. How far away is he, John?
About 300 feet.
Keep going then. We'll be out of range soon.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pick up the pace.
Yeah. Go as fast.
Does anyone speak Orcish? Don't think you do.
Black Speech, Nahaduk, and Westron.
Okay, you don't. All right. So you don't understand what it means. You would think it's fairly obvious. It's like barked commands being given. You hear grinding of a portcullis going up, and you can. So you right now are just pegging it down the cliff. What I need to do is to give me a strength athletics check to climb down. You are now basically caution to the wind. You are fearing for your lives. There is probably 100 orcs in this place. You can hear howling of wargs in there. You're bricking yourself. So everyone give me a strength athletics check. Good luck to see if you can avoid falling to your doom down the side.
Open.
You can do it in the open because you'll know if you fail. Monin, straight down.
Am I still getting advantage, John, or not?
Oh, look at this.
Holy crap. 18, 19, 20. That's a nice thing there. Wow. Okay. You absolutely, it's like watching professional hill runners. You are taking like 10-yard strides and literally like missing out large chunks of the goat path as you're pegging it almost straight down the hill, and miraculously managing to keep your feet. So you get down really quickly, and you get right to the bottom where you started laying your hidden paths and your traps and all that kind of stuff. And as you get down there, you can hear coming round both sides of the hill some orc bands, but you are now into the marshes, and you're trying to make good your escape. Are you going back? You're basically following your route that you set.
Yeah.
So I think, Arahad, you cannot get lost. Is that right? In an area you know? Is that an ability you have?
Yeah, I think so. Hang on, let me just have a look, see what it says.
And you won the cheese race, so you better share that wheel of cheese you won.
That's right. That's in Gloucester somewhere, isn't it? It's like a really steep hill, right? Race down. Cannot become lost. Okay, so Arahad, you take the lead going through the marsh. I mean, all of you can remember most of it, but Arahad's unerring in his ability to follow it back, knowing also, there's a trap down there, avoid that, and all that kind of stuff. You can hear orcs following you. You can also hear occasionally as orcs tread on something spiky, get hit by a large tree that catapults them into the swamp, those kind of things, whatever you set up. And so what I want you to do is give me, actually you got really good check. Okay, give me a survival check now to see how well, or if you can put any distance on them in the first quarter mile, half a mile of going into the swamp. You might actually be able to lose them now. So Arahad, give me a survival check as I guess you're leading them out.
Okay. So
Make that in the tower, because you won't know how effective it's been. You have so I'm going to do like a chase rules now. You have a lead of about a hypothetical maybe 30 minutes by the time you're in the swamps and stuff, but you know it's not foolproof. So give me a Arahad, you're the new hunter. Give me a perception check. You're trying to hide their tracks as you're moving through the marshes, and you've gone beyond your level of your hidden paths that you've set. So give me a wisdom perception check. You can make this in the open. This is just a skill challenge, really, to see how whether you can distance them.
I have natural watchfulness, which says when in the wilderness, your proficiency bonus for perception is doubled if you're proficient in perception.
Okay. You can do it in the open because it's a DC 15 check. I want you to know if you succeeded or not on this.
Right, perception.
You did a pretty good job hiding your tracks. Your lead has increased to 4. Sigmarr, you are trying to... so while Arahad was trying to hide tracks, and you've now got the Hobbit with you as well, and your dog, but while you were trying to hide tracks, Arahad, Sigmarr, you're setting fake ones. So give me a... Yeah, you're looking to take like shortcuts and stuff out of the marshes. So give me a wisdom survival check, Sigmarr.
Do I still get advantage on any of these? Just let me know.
No, you don't. Not anymore. Wow.
Cool, doing good rolls.
Nice job. So you're pretty confident you've got some good shortcuts. You're really causing them some problems, the following group. Okay, so after about an hour, you double back around. Well, you run to the northeast. You start doubling back northwest, and then eventually west. You're assuming you're paralleling the River Gladden, and you're aiming to head back to your boats, which were west of the Gladden fields, really to try and save those folk there again. As you are running across a stretch of fairly open marshland, you suddenly sense something up ahead. Not a party following you, but probably parties have scattered in all sorts of directions from here. And before you know it, you are confronted by an orc band who, to be honest, were lucky or unlucky, and you were unlucky to encounter them at the same time. But they're pretty much right on top of you, and you see 8 orcs coming up ahead. Yeah, I think that's good. I can share it with you. So you get a sense that there are things coming from that kind of direction. That's exactly where you're heading. They must have scattered out of the keep in all sorts of directions and seen you. Fortunately, the big force that was traveling isn't there. This doesn't seem that large. You don't know exactly the numbers, but it's kind of coming from that direction. To help you orientate here, the green areas are thick, probably waist to chest high, almost like gorse bush, provides quite a lot of cover. The brown areas are dry-ish, probably less than ankle deep, and the greyish areas are brackish marsh water. I'm going to play some marshy sound effects now. All right, let's see what this sounds like. Well, that's a bit dramatic music. I didn't kind of want that.
I thought it was the end of EastEnders.
Why? I don't want music.
Is the water is that passable water, or do we not know?
Yeah, it's you would know. It's heavy going, from maybe like knee deep mud, waist deep water.
Right. Okay.
Actually, what you guys can do is a bit of a roll for Inish. You only know that they're basically coming from roughly northwest, and they're heading your way fast. It sounds like they have heard you.
Meow.
Is there by any chance some kind of tornado currently tearing apart the Glimmerhorn in the background, John?
Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot that. Yeah, so a big black storm clouds after literally 2 or 3 minutes. By the time you got into the swamp, there was a big thunderhead over there, and suddenly thunder, lightning started pelting down. You guys were in it. It's an enormous. It looked like a big storm front, but very localized. Came out of nowhere. It makes tracking more difficult, which is why this was just unlucky. You think that these guys got there, but you lost the pursuers. These happen to be coming from a different direction. So out of the swamp comes a small humanoid. In fact, you know exactly what that is. You've seen these before. He is an orc soldier. He's squinting a bit. It's not very bright sun now. Rain is coming down. Very heavy rain. Orc soldier coming out of the murk. And next up is your dog. What does...
He doesn't do much at the moment. He's not going to take the initiative on this, so he is going to just pad up beside Hathus and keep quiet.
Okay. Next up, Monin. Wow.
Hey.
Go Monin.
He's going to dash to the choke point there.
Okay.
I'm only 25.
Yeah, so you double move 50, that's fine. Okay, and that orc has definitely seen you. It's gesticulating to some creatures behind. Byrgol's next up. He runs very quietly to that kind of point there. He gets let's see what weapons he has.
Rocket propelled grenade.
Now, he looks like he's got a short sword out, and he's got it kind of held in both hands. It's quite long for him. Next up is Hathus.
Well, Hathus is going to go where Byrgol's going. So if there's room, because Hathus wants to try and fire an arrow at this nasty orky creature. So if he can, maybe he'll go.
This is only like chest high, so you can kind of get right in front of where Byrgol is, basically.
When you say in front, you mean...
Well, it's up to you. Sorry, I'm not going to tell you where to go.
No, but I want to sort of be hidden a bit and yet still bow and arrow at that orc or goblin or whatever it is, yeah?
Yep.
So
just move you half forwards. Yeah. So you're right, pressed up against this sort of gorse. It's about no more than really chest high. You can fire over and kind of duck down, which, I mean, at the moment he's well hidden behind it. Byrgol is.
Yep. So I'm going to short bow him, yeah.
A hit.
Shunk. Oh. Only a minor hit, but declaration of intent, and then I'll duck down if I can.
Okay.
I've turned into a sniper.
You're pretty well hidden there, and Sigmarr, you're up next.
So the orc hasn't seen us yet, is that right? Or he has?
He has, and he's gesticulating. He's definitely seen Monin. Monin was making no effort to be stealthy and pounding towards them, and is basically, if you were making an assumption, it would be, "They're over here, lads!" That's what he's shouting, but it's in Orcish.
But has he seen me? As in, basically, will I get sneak attack if I shoot at him?
You don't know.
I'll tell you what. I'm going to move.
Yes, you will. So,
well, okay. I'm going to move up to the bush thing. Use my cunning action to hide, and then lean out and shoot him.
Okay, no worries. So, yes, you do get sneak attack.
Alrighty then. So
the only one you think at the moment you've seen is Monin. It's a hit. Why have you got disadvantage? I wonder.
Range?
No.
Range, I think. Yeah. Anyway, you still hit.
Okay, right. So I hit him.
Yeah, it's 90 feet. Yeah, that's.
I'll roll the damage twice. Pick the best one.
Roll damage twice. So if you untarget him, you can just drag the best one onto him afterwards. That's what I would do. Just roll damage twice and then just drag whatever's the best onto him. And remember to reapply sneak attack. You need to apply the effect, not just the name.
Yeah.
That's it.
Unhide thing.
12, and the other one 14. So drag the 14 onto that humanoid. Oddly blocky.
Oh.
screeches. Add 1 arrow back on. I think it automatically takes an arrow off each time you... Oh, no, hang on. It was damage you rolled. No, you don't need to do that. Okay, nice shooting, Sigmarr. Next comes out of the woods around the north. What the hell is this thing?
Humanoid, pissed demeanor.
It looks pissed, and it's pounding down this path towards Monin, and he gets to there. Can't move any further this round. He's got across his chest a bandolier of knives, and he's pulling them out as he's running. And another one comes out of the mire up there as well. They're thundering out of the marshes now. The bastards are everywhere. He gets to like the outcropping there. This guy does. This is an orc soldier. He's got a spear at the ready, which he lines up on Monin and then lets loose with it. That should be a disadvantage, and it wasn't. That's interesting. Anyway, it missed. So spear whistles close to you, Monin, but misses. And then finally, the last orc of the batch, who've all charging out of the mist this way, comes up. He also targets you, Monin, and lets loose with a spear. That one also misses. Arahad.
Okay, I'll move on to the other.
And I take it you got swords drawn and stuff.
Yeah, it's all drawn.
Okay. So Arahad moves up beside you, Monin. You feel a bit more. You feel a bit naked on your flank without Amalfrida being there, but a little bit more assured that at least someone's joined you. Out of the mist to the north comes another one, stands beside his colleague, and lets fire with a spear at you again. Should be a disadvantage, I think.
Ooh, critical.
Yeah, it's a disadvantage. Oh my god. Sublime to the ridiculous. He rolled a 20 and a 1.
Hey, thank goodness.
Spear 20 from 58 feet. Yeah, so it's only got a 20-foot range. It should be a disadvantage. It missed. The injured orc screams and jumps into the water, disappears under the surface. And you can hear, you are pretty confident he's come up spluttering for air behind the bushes, kind of in that kind of area, but you can't see him at the moment. He's definitely like hidden from view. Ewan McGregor, what are you doing?
Ewan McGregor will slot in behind Hathus and Byrgol for the moment and take no further action.
Okay, Monin.
He'll put a ready action, waiting for Pistamino to either throw his knives or get in contact. But you can keep the formation with Arahad. So just a ready action. As soon as they close within melee, whoever the first one is, he's going to hit.
Okay, cool. Byrgol's next up. Byrgol comes over, prevaricates about who he wants to hide behind. Basically takes up a stance behind you, Monin, in case anyone tries to sneak round in the bushes. He's also readying an action. Hathus, you're next.
Could quickly tap the various orcs and humanoids, John. Are they kitted out the same in terms of weapons, or have they got one spear and some have thrown their one spear and hence have to go hand to hand, or are there any settling down to be archers or snipers amongst who we can see?
So you don't have. So they definitely don't have the same equipment. I'll let you know what.
If they're all running pell-mell at Monin with hand weapons, then that's one kind of threat. If there's one settling down behind a bush with a bow and arrow, then that's a different kind of threat.
So this thing here.
Mm-hmm. He was getting knives out of his bandolier, yeah?
Yeah, he's got a bandolier of knives on him.
Yeah.
He's also got a fairly broad-bladed sword.
Mm-hmm.
He's looking to be grabbing his sword and running up to attack you two-handed. It looks pretty big and heavy. If you remember the swords in Lord of the Rings with big, heavy iron ones with a hooked end or like a point at 90 degrees at the end, that's how they look. And he's almost running on all fours. And it looks like he's mainly going by smell rather than necessarily just seeing you. But both is working. The others have spears, only a couple each, so they haven't got many. So what do you want to do now, Hathus?
Okay, he's going to bow someone because it's going to go. So he's going to target the one on all fours and bow him. So that's control, crit, and I'll bow him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, I won't. I will shoot Monin in the back of the head.
You should just shot Arahad in the neck, but no, you missed. Sigmarr, you're up. Sigmarr leaps around the bushes.
Oh, sorry, I was muted. Yeah, I'm going to move to there, hide, and then shoot.
Give me a stealth check. Yeah, you're fine. That's a hit. Untarget, roll damage twice. Pick the best. That's 12, and another sneak. I'm getting the hang of this now. Whoa, okay, that's good.
Nice. 18.
Drag that damage onto. Oh, look at that! You squished him. What did that bow shot look like then, Sigmarr?
Basically, leaning down, peering through the edge of the bush, taking his time, shooting him in the throat as he pulls his arm back to throw his dagger or whatever he was going to do.
Nice.
I'll also nip back slightly into the bush as well.
Okay. Yeah, pretty well. You got some decent cover there. All right, nice job, Sigmarr. Let's delete that. Next up is another humanoid, quilted cat. Okay, so he runs up to you there, Monin. That triggers your reaction. He's got a sword out. You can attack him if you want.
Yes, please. Right, so I'm gonna hit action surge. Might as well use it while I'm alive.
Born pessimist dwarves.
And I'm gonna use inspiration on the first attack.
Take no prisoners.
Use it while you're alive, yeah.
Oh God.
Sod's law.
What a waste.
4 and 3.
And the second attack. Jesus. What a crap.
Oh my God. Missed with 3 attacks. That's bad luck.
Slipped in the mud.
Yeah, so Monin, you moved up. Your feet are going everywhere. There's a bloody hobbit under your feet. They're all looking at you intently as well. You feel the pressure's too much and you miss with a couple of shots.
Shank it into the woods.
Bad luck. Okay, quilted cat then. He runs up and he does attack you with his big broad-bladed sword. Oh, as you're running up, you basically almost slide into each other, which is why you missed. He also misses with a wild slash as well. Fortunately, ducked well underneath it. But there's immediately another one up behind him who pounds up as well, and he swings his sword. Misses terribly too. What is going on here?
Very slippy ground.
Another one runs up. He's looking a bit more circumspect, looking like he's targeting you, Arahad. This orc soldier, he moves across the water, squelching through, clambers up the other side. We can see Arahad and Hathus are a bit more clearly. Evens Arahad, odds Hathus. It's even. So he targets you, Arahad, and lets fire with a spear. I think this should be a disadvantage. He misses with his spear. And you can see his eye, he's sheltering his eyes. It looks like his eyes are watering, can't see a lot at all. Another one runs up behind, doesn't get any attacks in this round. Then it turns to Arahad. You can act.
Okay, I'm working on the assumption I can't go into the water, so I'm going to stay there, and then we've got. Oh no, actually, it won't. I'll step forward and attack.
Okay.
And have any of these been injured, John? Are they all identical, pretty much? Or?
They are pretty much identical. The orc soldiers look a bit tougher, a bit taller, basically, and less scrawny. These have all got massive swords out, though, which look pretty dangerous. I mean, the thing swinging around above Monin's head would look pretty scary.
I'll hit the one, attack one directly in front of me, I guess.
You come running up. You flounder in the mud and nearly drop your sword, slide down onto your arse, and then just stand up again afterwards. Looking a bit embarrassed.
Hathus fumbled his bow shot. Monin turned on action surge, etc., and pretty much
missed with everything.
Missed with everything.
They came running in, missed with everything.
Arahad.
So this guy starts coming across the water. You can only just basically see his head above the water. He jumps in. That's 5, 10. He's wading across the pool straight towards that. He can see things coming out of that bush, and it's only his like head or bits of his head poking out of the water. Right, you can hear some noise of splashing as something's maybe moving backwards up there.
Yep. Owen's not doing anything.
You and the dog. Okay, he's not doing anything. And next up, Monin.
Right, try and hit them. Sigmarr must be thinking, what a bunch of amateurs I'm working with here.
Oh, no.
Yes,
That's more like it.
Take that, you bastard.
All right, nice hit, Monin. Anything else?
Oh, you'll just say, get that one, just hit their Arahad.
Byrgol. Okay, he leans forward with a short sword just around your legs, Monin. Holy crap, he's hit sexy.
Is that a crit?
What a shot. No, it wasn't. It's a good hit, though. And what's this? He attacks again. And that one misses. He then runs behind you, doubles back, you think. And you look around, you can't see him. And the orc's looking for where the hell he's gone. He's just disappeared completely. Hathus, you're up.
Hathus will now target flexible overcoat because he doesn't want to shoot his friends in combat. That would be bad, apparently.
Hang on. Flexible overcoat. Okay, yep, that's okay. He's not got any cover. He's running up.
Just so you know, Matt, normally what happens is we're all really in terrible trouble, and then Hathus runs in and just kills him.
Yeah, you normally...
I'm hanging back giving missile support until I have to run in and save you all.
Basically, Hathus is like a librarian. He pounds people to death with a couple of overdue library books at the end.
Is your dog a poodle?
No, why?
It seems to be keeping safe at the back.
It's a lap dog, yeah. It doesn't do it.
Chihuahua is in my rucksack.
Juan the Chihuahua.
Yeah.
Okay, next actor, Hathus. Nice shooting. Sigmarr.
Yeah, I'm going to do the same trick again. Basically, hide.
Yeah, very stealthy.
Pop out around the corner.
Peering out.
Target. Big ugly. Yes, I shot it in, not the face.
You missed him in the face.
Yeah.
Hell,
will you?
And then you snap. You basically like a really irate golfer. You snap your putting wedge over your eye, snap your bow over your knee, and lash it into the marshes. No, you retreat. Okay, next is Quilted Cap. The Quilted Cap, who is not looking so good now. Okay, he's going to attack the broadsword against. I think it's still Monin. They are utter garbage as well. Although they are getting a disadvantage on everything. So he missed. However, sneaky fucker. He's off. And he disappears into some bushes and disappears from view. And he was so damn quick, Monin, you couldn't get a reaction to hit him.
Damn.
What about Arahad? Same with Arahad?
Same with Arahad.
Roguey bastard.
These little sneaky bastards, yeah. This one takes a... Actually, he might take a swing at Byrgol.
He can't see. Byrgol vanished.
Yeah, let me see if he can still try and swing him. No, he won't. He's going to swing at Monin. That's a miss. That should have been a disadvantage. And the other one was a hit, but it was still a miss. Okay, next is the one attacking Arahad this time.
Can I use protection as a reaction?
You can, although I suspect you won't need it. All right. And he misses with a wild slash. No, he doesn't actually. You block a savage downward strike with your shield and then give us a sly grin to Arahad before moving on to your own combatant, and the orc swears at you. Flexible overcoat. comes running in to take the place of the orcs that's just disappeared, and he attacks. 1, 2 odds, Arahad. It's an odd. He attacks you, Arahad. And sorry, should get disadvantage and missed again. And the last irresponsible voice.
Is he the one wading through? Oh no, he's one at the top, is he?
No,
He's at the back. Yeah.
He's at the back. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So he just emerges around the bushes, and he's attacking Byrgol. Missed Byrgol, fortunately. Arahad, you are now next up.
Okay.
That'll do.
Nice.
That's it. Right, now we'll do the damage dice, which is the one next to that on the action tab. You're still targeting, you should be fine. It should automatically add 4 to the damage as well. Nice, and it did +4. They all worked. Woo!
Nice hit. 12-point damage.
Okay, so nice hit. All right, an orc soldier finishes coming through the murk and kind of clambers up, starts clambering up, sniffing the air, looking for a target. More sound of splashing going from up north. Sigmarr, only you can see this orc starting to clamber out the water about 10, 15 feet beyond the bushes in the middle of that swampy area. Okay?
Okay. Clambering away, folks.
Yeah, it looks like he's trying to make an escape. Hugh and McGregor, is he doing anything?
I think he will. I think he's going to rush to surprise a bit, distract a bit the individualistic sash, and hopefully create an opportunity for Hathus to finish them off, or at least to create some bother. So he's going to try and create a combat opening for Hathus.
Okay. Move up.
Move up next to him, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, you can move up to there.
Yep, that'll do nicely. Thank you.
Okay. Monin.
Going to go for the new arrival, the slightly weaker orc.
Okay.
Nice.
It's a hit. Palpable hit. Flexible overcoat.
Yes.
Taking a good smack.
K-Bone coming!
Byrgol squawks a bit, and he suddenly reappears right next to you there. And he stabs out the new coming orc with a short sword and misses, and he repeats the attack and misses, and he swears in a very un-Hobbit-like way. Hathus, you're up.
So Hathus will move up next to individualistic sash and attempt to smack him with his staff.
Here we go. Hathus, natural 20, knocks him back into the marshes.
So have I got advantage because...
Yeah, you're being helped by your dog, yeah.
Helped by the dog. It's a 19.
Yes.
Reasonable effort. Hang on, Hathus didn't slay something then.
Oh, he's slipping.
Now he's done it.
Now what?
Yeah, oh shit, that's never happened before. Okay, Sigmarr, what do you want to do?
Staff as if it's broken.
Sigmarr is going to hide again.
Yep, give me a hide check. Blimey, Charlie, good at hiding. Okay.
Going to move forward to there. Can he shoot that guy from there? Or was that bush in the way?
Yeah, you can. You're on ground. The bush is a bit lower because it's in the water. You can get a free shot. That's not a disadvantage. Okay, hit. Damage twice, or untarget damage twice. Drag one on. I think that's the best way I can work out of doing it. It's annoying. I can't.
I think when I do this, because essentially you're supposed to roll your damage die twice and pick the best one. So even though I've got sneak attack, if the actual damage die is higher, I'll pick whichever of the damage. Yeah, I know what I mean. I can't explain it.
Oh, okay. Rather than the overall damage, it's the damage. Okay. I think I've got you. Yeah, I think it might be that one.
Nice.
Finished off.
Yeah, you got like the arrow split him in the back of the skull. He just like plunges face first into a fetid pool. Nice shooting. Okay, nice. And so are you moving back into the? Yeah, just moving back. All right, got you. Next up is
Sexy. Is it sexy? Oh wait, no.
No, Quilted Cap, who did a runner into the woods. Okay. Byrgol shouts, "One of them sneaking up in the bushes." Okay, so Sexy is still attacking Monin.
I like it.
Jesus.
Christ. He missed. They're not doing so well. Okay, they do get disadvantage. Bushy sideburns. They're trying to swamp Arahad. Excuse the pun.
Can I apply protection again?
Yeah, hang on a second. I'm just doing this. So he's screaming that orc is screaming something at the top of his lungs. You don't know what it is. He does attack you, Arahad. So if you want to apply... Oh, you've applied him as well already. Perfect. Unfortunately, I think it pretty much does the same thing as their natural sunlight sensitivity. But, missed. However, the next one up is attacking Arahad as well. So this one you can't get... I guess you can't get protection from now because that was only get one reaction. He has disadvantage to hit. Hang on. Is your armor class 16 or worse? Pat?
No, it's 17.
Woohoo! Yes.
You missed. Just pinged off your shield rim. Next is the this thing still attacking Byrgol. And missed Byrgol. Arahad. What do you got next?
So I'm going to hit this one again.
That missed.
Oh,
And next up is... Ooh! Hathus, prepare to meet your maker.
Not at all. I'm not going to Jamaica.
Oh dear, that's such a bad pun. Okay.
carry on.
Okay. Attacking you with a bent sword. And missing you badly with a bent sword. Ewan, you're back up.
Ewan will obviously snarl and bite and snap at Interballistic Sash again to create another opening and help Hathus.
Okay. Good luck.
That's all he's doing. So it's on to Monin, yeah.
Monin,
Yeah, it's keep continue working away at this guy.
are you doing some sort of traffic light system with the fork in front of you? You've gone from green to red pretty much in traffic light order there. So, one's just been mashed by Monin's. Okay, what did that look like with your foe crusher?
Yeah, well, he's used this time the slick ground to feign like he's falling forward, so that when the orc goes forward, he takes him at the kneecap and then brams the top of his warhammer onto the back of his head.
Oh, nice dispatching. Byrgol doesn't like sexy orcs, so going to target Sexy, and he's going to stab him with a short sword, and flails around right on his ass.
Another one.
Missed completely. That must be like the sixth one of the combat. Hathus, let's see if you can do a bit better. Yes, you can. Another 19 from Hathus. Oh my word! You cracked him in the bridge of the nose. It's like blood splashes everywhere. Sigmarr. You may be muted, Sigmarr.
Yeah, I'm just wondering where Irresponsible Voice is. He's over there with me. So is anybody in trouble? Nobody really.
Not really, no, at the moment.
I am going to run round to there and take a pop at Bushy Sideburns, I think.
Good luck, okay.
And I don't need to hide because he's in contact with an ally. So
yeah, if you fumble, you'll hit Arahad, just warning you.
Yeah, I don't really like him.
You don't fumble, but you don't hit either.
Arahad, keep your bloody head down.
Quilted Cap comes out of absolute nowhere. You would never, ever expect this to happen as he comes out of some bushes, flanking poor Byrgol. And he doesn't have advantage. He slashes with his raw bladed sword.
Ha!
And doesn't do very well. Next up is Sexy's attacking Monin still. broad-bladed sword slashes out and nearly hits.
Oh, thank God for the shield.
Clangs off the rim of your shield there. Bushy sideburns is attacking Arahad. Holy mackerel! One of them hit. Ow! Arahad, it gets past your guard, and you feel the cold slip of steel into your side. That's painful.
Monin couldn't help with that.
Yeah, for protection.
Oh, could do actually.
Sometimes
hang on, it already
fault.
had. You can't get multiple disadvantages, so it wouldn't have made any difference.
Okay.
He already gets disadvantage due to sunlight sensitivity. It's your fault. Arahad's dying now. Irresponsible, what's his face, is attacking Byrgol. Byrgol's getting a bit.
Can I use protection then on him?
You can, yeah. So target him. Perfect. That's pretty quick now. It's pretty slick, and he's attacking with his bent sword. And he missed. And Arahad is vengeance in his eyes after being struck by one of the bastards. That hit. Roll damage.
Oh, thank you.
He goes all squelchy. Nice shooting. Nice work by Arahad. Is this the death of Hathus?
You sunny one.
The short answer is a resounding
negative
life. So I take it you're helping again.
Yeah, Huon is going to help to create another opportunity for Hathus to try and dispatch this fiend.
Monin, there's only a few left.
Yeah, he's switching to irresponsible voice because you can see Byrgol's in a bit of trouble.
Okay. Oh, irresponsible voice is hit. Oh, hit for a meaty blow. Byrgol is not liking the look of this. Is attacking the one to his south. Stabs at it. Oh, it's a nice shot. Stabs at it again. But that is a miss. Oh, it's already dead. That's why it's a miss. Okay. Byrgol actually just runs backwards to Hathus, disengages, dodges under the orc blow, which misses him completely. He's very, very dexterous and nimble. That was his action. The next up is you, Hathus. Thunk, that hits.
Stay down. Solid crack to the ribs, and there's a nasty crunching noise, and he starts bubbling blood.
That's not good. Sigmarr.
There's the sexy is only lightly damaged, isn't he?
Sexy's lightly damaged. He's got partial cover, which is -2 to hit him.
Partial cover? What from?
Monin.
Portable dwarf.
So if I move to there, has he got partial cover?
Nope.
Then I'll move to there.
Good idea.
And I'll shootify him. Try to shoot him in his face rather than Monin's.
Okay, you know exactly what's going to happen here. 1 followed by... Oh, no. We got a double 1. Okay, that still hits.
11.
So,
okay, that's 2. And the other one is a 2.
I'll
You can pick the first one. Yeah. Squelch.
Oh, shot.
Goes to his cheek. Oh, right over your left shoulder there, Monin. What the hell, you say? Nice shooting. This orc sees his target disappear. And...
he's suddenly the only one alive.
Yeah, exactly. He's not feeling so good now. Irresponsible voice is going to target Monin and do an absolute runner. So Monin, you were missed. And then he slinks backwards into the bushes, and you lose all sight of him, Monin.
Well, unless he's got some magic special ability, doesn't Monin get an opportunity attack on him?
He does have a magic special ability.
It's that cunning action.
Cunning action type thing, yeah. It is called... what's it called? Oh, no, he doesn't. Sorry.
Well done, Dave.
Different
Cheers.
orc. He said, "Fuck," he says, and and he reappears back on the map. Hang on. There you go. Arahad, you see him trying to make a good escape. Then he realizes he'd be cut down where he stands by a very angry dwarf, so he stays where he is.
So I can step up and hit him, can I? Given he's still there.
Yep, you can move up to 30 feet and still attack. That is a hit.
Oh, good.
Thunk.
I think based on this, we should stand our ground and take on the fortress.
Yeah, it's ironic actually. It's amazing how much difference it makes orcs not being able to see very well to attack you. I think you're only one of you was hit in the entire combat because of that.
Yeah,
there was what 8. They're not that weak. Nice job, guys. I will work. So, come a kind of good natural place to pause. You, I kind of fast forward a little bit, but you for the next 3 or 4 hours resolutely head using all of the guile that you've been using so far to hide your track west of kind of along the Gladden. As far as you saw, that little group of orcs was an isolated attack force looking for you, and you don't encounter anything else. And by the end of later in the afternoon, early in the evening, as dusk's about to settle, and obviously the risk will increase as it's dark, you get back to the boat. So that's where I'll leave it. The 2 people who rowed you across the Gladden are still waiting there in the same place you left them hidden, and they're looking a bit concerned because it's getting dark and stuff, but you do get back there. So next session we'll pick it up with you heading back up to Mountain Hall.
You heard the boss, man. That's where we're going to leave it. Thanks very much for watching, listening, subscribing, all those wonderful things. If you want to get in contact, just look in the description, see all those ways you can do that. Other than that, happy gaming. Cheers. Bye-bye.